There was an experiment by Lord Rutherford, and that experiment was led by bombardment of alpha particle over the thin gold foil. Children, you see, this is radioactive element, and the alpha rays are scattering to this one. This is a slit. From this slit, alpha rays are passing through and depositing over the thin gold foil. This thin gold foil is surrounded by a semicircular zinc sulfide screen. It is okay. This is actually the experimental view, and what we are observing here, when alpha particles depositing on the thin gold foil, there are three phenomena at a time. So these phenomena are observed by Lord Rutherford, and these observations are discussed one by one here. Means, what observations were from the alpha particle scattering experiment by Lord Rutherford? The first point, most of the alpha particles passed through gold foil undeflected. Most of the alpha particles passed through gold foil undeflected. The second point, a small fraction of alpha particles got deflected through small angles. And the third point was, very few alpha particles did not pass through gold foil but suffered a very large deflection, nearly 180. Means these alpha particles bounced back. So after the three different observations, what conclusions were led by Lord Rutherford? Let you all see. Children, the first observation and conclusion was, since most of the alpha particles passed undeflected, okay, through gold foil, it means most of the space in atom is empty. What conclusion led by Lord Rutherford by the first observation? Since most of the alpha particles passed undeflected through gold foil, it means most of the space in atom is empty. It is okay. Now the second conclusion, since some alpha particles are deflected to certain angles, it means that there is positive mass present in atom. Means positive means like repulse. Already you know alpha particles possess what type of charge? Positive charge. So since some alpha particles are deflected to certain angles, it means that these particles, there is positive mass present in atom. That is why these alpha particles are deflected. Now the third point, some alpha particles suffered a very large deflection. Means positive charge mass must be occupying very small space and high density. Means the fourth point, bouncing back of alpha particles from metal, means gold foil, were due to direct collision with positively charged mass in atom. It means, according to these experimental observation, the conclusions led that atom has very tiny, very small value and high density nucleus having positively charged with occupying proton and neutron at a time in it, and there is large space around the nucleus where electrons are situated in a circular path. These points are discussed as a Rutherford model of atom. Means after there is a Thomson's model. This was the experiment led by Lord Rutherford, and after the observation and conclusion, Rutherford decided a model of atom in which means atom consists of a nucleus which has very small value and high density. It is okay. It comprises of neutron and proton. That is where nucleus bears positive charge. Now electrons having negative charge revolve around the nucleus in fixed orbits. But mind one thing, these are the points, and finally after the observation and conclusion, this is the appropriate and assumption, means assuming atomic model of Lord Rutherford. So electron and nucleus are held together by electrostatic force of attraction. Means these three main points you have to remember. Suppose this is asked, we mention Rutherford's atomic model. So according to Lord Rutherford, atom consists of a nucleus which has very small volume and high density. It is okay? It comprises of neutron and proton, and electrons revolve around the nucleus in fixed orbits. Electron and nucleus are held together by electrostatic force of attraction. But there was a drawback. What was the drawback in this model? Though this was somewhat appropriate rather than the model of Thomson, but there was a drawback which was afterward removed by Bohr. We will study afterward. Drawbacks means electron revolving in fixed orbits undergo acceleration. When electron revolving in fixed orbit, what happens? They undergoes, means electron undergoes acceleration, and therefore they should emit electromagnetic radiation. It is denoted here EMR, means when electron revolves around the nucleus in orbits, they got a acceleration, and due to that they should emit electromagnetic radiation. Thus the orbit should be shrink, and ultimately they will go to nucleus and they will destroy. But this does not happen. Though this is hypothesis, this is assumption, this is theory. So ultimately this was the drawback, means electron, the position was electron was not declared, not discussed properly by Lord Rutherford. Anyway children, we have discussed up to this matter few of the topics related to in this chapter. Isotopes, isobars and isoelectronic. Isotopes means two atoms of an element having same atomic number but different atomic mass considered to be isotopes. Hydrogen have three isotopes: protium, deuterium and tritium. Isobars means atoms are two different elements. Atoms are two different elements having same atomic mass but different atomic number. Very simple. Calcium possesses atomic mass 40, atomic number 20. Argon possesses atomic number 80 and mass number 40. So both have 40 atomic mass same. So therefore these are considered to be isobars. Now isoelectronic species. These may be atoms, ions. Ions means positively charged or negatively charged, bearing the same number of electrons, considered isoelectronic species. Very simple children, argon. Atomic number 18. It means there are 18 proton and 18 electron. How many electron are there? 18. But when we write Cl minus, chloride ion, so already there are 17 electron plus one more electron. Cl minus is isoelectronic to argon. It is okay. Argon had 18 electron, and that is why chloride ion also possesses 18 electron. And if we write here O minus minus, okay, S minus minus, sulfur possesses how many electron? 16. And if it got two more electron, then it becomes isoelectronic. So this much I have been discussed among you children. You go through, assimilate it and write appropriate notes in fair copy. Thank you. Have a nice day.